Hello YouTube, and welcome back to the shop again tonight. It's me and Scout there again, and this time we've got a jack and a good selection of blocks. But the other night when I thought I've done everything I could do, I wasn't thinking, but I'm going to use this carburetor and the distributor on that other motor. So to do that, I've got to get this thing in time and take the distributor off, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the carburetor off. And for some reason I think the manifold's busted on that other one. I ain't went and looked, but either way, the goal tonight is going to be to get this carburetor and distributor and the front end off. So we'll see if we can get her done. The carburetor is pretty simple. It's just got these two screws here, and of course I've already got the choke and gas line disconnected, and then you just got your two little bolts right here, and it'll drop right off. That back one's a little aggravating because all you can do is get a boxed in wrench on it and turn it like a quarter inch at a time. But either way, nothing real complicated. There's just a carburetor. Next, I'm going to go ahead and pull the valve cover and the manifold off both, I think. Whether I use that manifold or not, it ain't be a little less weight. That's all I can say. Some time for some more complete honesty here. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I talked to a good family friend yesterday, and he told me how to time this, but that was yesterday and I'm not remembering real well. I guess I could call him again, but I hate to bother him. But I think what I'm gathering here is I've got this one timing mark right there, and I'm already past it. And I think that right there is my intake valve, and this is the exhaust valve, and I'm gathering that by just looking here. So what I think is I'm done past my top dead center on the compression stroke, so I think I need to rotate it 2 turns or 2 revolutions till I hit my mark again, and then my valve should be closed. And he said that you would hear I took a spark plug out. He said you'd hear the compression coming up. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, y'all, but that's what I'm going to try and see if my mark lines up, my piston's at the top, and we'll see. All right, to the best of my limited, not very intelligent abilities here, I think we've got it in time. According to what my friend told me, what the I&T manual's telling me, we've got her on the top dead center mark down there. Both the valves are shut. And if y'all can tell in there, the piston is at the top, and our rotary button is on the number 1 position. I think that's all we need. Hopefully. We're gonna go with it. Y'all can make fun of me if you want to, but this is how I learned to do everything I know how to do, is just by trial and error. Well, it's off. Now we just gotta wait and find out when we get that other motor in here if whether we did it right or not. I feel pretty confident. I ain't never got one out of time yet, but I ain't never worked on no gas motors either, so I don't know. I ain't gonna do no bragging either way. We'll find out here in a few days. I may not be very bright, but I am smart enough. I did mark where what wire went before I pulled them all off. It may be common sense that it goes one way or something. I don't know, but I ain't that slick, so I idiot proofed it. I know this may be kind of hindsight, but it said you had to take this that off, I guess, to get them bolts out. And here, hold the light, buddy. So I figured I ought to just go ahead and drain the oil anyway, and that ain't looking good. If y'all notice, that is not oil. So that's a very good sign that that little patch they done in there didn't work out, because that wasn't only water. I don't know if y'all seen it for the oil come out, but that was green antifreeze. So anyway, alrighty, that's got the oil filter housing, the distributor off. I put that spark plug. I'm gonna put the valve cover back on. Got the carburetor and manifold and all that stuff off. So I guess the next step's try to block her up back here under the bell housing somewhere, and then pull that front end off. But we may go ahead and do the blocking, but we're fixing to run up a house and eat supper. So we'll be back with you here in a minute. Well, I'll give old tractor one thing. It is well balanced. We tried jacking it up 2 or 3 different places right there, right in the middle, because I wanted to get them blocks tight and just the front end just kind of, just barely off the ground. And anywhere right there we tried to jack it up, we just picked the whole tractor up. It just balance out. So finally we, and this is probably not the right way or whatever, but we hooked the chain hoist to that top of that front bolster and just picked it up enough to wiggle that 2x6 block under it. And that got it just perfect. So I went ahead and I just took the front wheels off, and just so that ain't as much on the old cherry picker. But we're gonna run and eat supper real quick, and then we'll get back down here and pull this front end and the frame rails off at least, and see what that leaves us. All right, guys, we're back the next morning. We got tied up when we went to eat supper last night, but we're gonna sit in here and try to get this front end took off this thing, and then if we can figure out what to chain to, the motor after that. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and hang that old motor on the engine stand. That way later this winter, if I get kind of end up in between something, I might tear it down and see just exactly what is what inside that block. Because like I said, that's been so long ago, I don't remember exactly what happened in there. But anyhow, here we go. Get them all broke loose, and then hook it up that chain hoist and take the impact and buzz them out. Alrighty, we got our chain hoist chained up, hooked up, whatever. I'm gonna take a little impact and try to buzz them bolts out. And I loosened these other bolts back here in the front of the block too, just so it couldn't grip too much. And we'll see if she'll come loose or not. Yeah, wrong set. Well, there we go. going to get the bigger drywall. Scout,
Yeah.
come here and hold the back of this. Where it can't hold it. Yeah, just hold it where it can't roll or scoot. Uh-oh. Well, I guess you kind of let it fail too. Alright, come here and unchain
Okay. Right here?
it. Yeah, just get it out of that.
Okay.
You can.
Let's calm down.
Watch out. Alright, good job, buddy. I got the front end off and then the floor. So next is the frame rails and then the motor. So here we go. I'm gonna guess these. Nope. I figured it'd be 15/16. Surely not. Yep, 7/8. Ooh, I'd have never guessed that. We're tied, I'll give them that. Both ends in the frame rail down here too. Well, Scout, give me that 1-inch wrench.
1 inch.
Or just any of them, the bigger ones here. There you go. Oh, where we go. Be posted to the internet.
Are you sure them pieces of off road sticking out from the transmission housing
Yeah, if they ain't.
are just studs?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
I don't think they are.
Well, see, you still got your input shaft and all.
That's what John said. We gotta slide it straight back then.
Yeah. Well, I said that. Let me see here. Oh, ain't no bolts up there, they can't be. Yeah. Easy. Now, let's just try.
Hang on.
Got it.
Yeah, look.
Whoa. They must be decently heavy. right, guys, we got the motor off, and I got the engine stand out and put together. My buddy Jared was here, so we kind of cut the filming out there for a minute. He was wanting to talk about some stuff, but we're gonna go ahead and try to get this motor on this little engine stand. I know we got 2 threaded holes there, which yeah, I don't see no reason that back plate couldn't come off, and then we could just bolt straight to the block, I guess. I don't, like I said, y'all make fun of me all you want. This is all new to me. I ain't never messed with none of these older tractors that much. I mean, I've worked them a bunch. I've drove them. I've got lots of hours driving these OHs and M's, but they're just so darn tough. I just ain't never had to work on them much. So we're just learning as we go here. We got the motor on the stand. I don't really like the way it's on there, but it's the only way I could get it on there. It was aggravating as could be. I may end up changing that, turning that thing over or something. I don't know. Either way, I don't particularly like it, but it's on there. And I guess that's once again about all we can do till we get the motor out of that other tractor. And I got to thinking on it. I hadn't messed with that thing in a little while, so I believe we're gonna go get us a bite of dinner and go over there and make sure that it ain't locked up. That would be just my luck when I finally get ready to do something with it. It would be locked up, but anyway, we're gonna go get us a little bite to eat, and then we'll catch up with y'all and check out that other tractor. All right, guys, here's the parts tractor, and it ain't really a parts tractor. It's a complete. I've got the whole tractor. It's just the back wheels and tires are shot, and I never could come up with extra money to buy tires, and that always just kind of held me back, along with a few other issues. But here's what I was talking about with that distributor. Of course, the cap's been off of it a long time, but used to you could spin it right there and it wobbled, so the rotary button wasn't hitting the points in the rotary cap, or whatever, the distributor cap. There we go. Can't talk. That, and the other thing is, for some reason, it seems to not have 5th gear. It won't go into 5th, and I don't know why. I know the steel wheeled tractors didn't have road gear, was locked out on them, but the best I can remember, this was, I think, a 47. So that should have been, after steel wheels. But anyhow, I'd still rather have my original tractor anyhow. So we'll yeah. And then of course, here's another project. An international mowing machine that bolts on the drawbar on one of these old tractors. I bought it and I ain't never done nothing with it either. But let's see here. Well, she's turning, so at least there's that. I mean, I've had the muffler and everything covered on it the whole time it's been sitting over here. And I ain't gonna scrap this thing, but I do want this motor. I want my old original tractor running, and then if down the road, if I get that other motor fixed, that block patched up, we'll swap back and see if we can get this old tractor up and going. And who knows, I may come across another old tractor or a motor or whatever, but that's the plan we're going with right now. Are you having any luck?
Almost, kind of.
At least he's trying. I got the top radiator hose and the studs loose on the bottom. It don't seem to have no water in it. I thought that radiator was good, but maybe I drained it out of it and forgot. I don't, just don't remember. And in case y'all was wondering, it is about 35 degrees. It ain't the best of time to be out here working on an old tractor, but at least the sun's shining, the wind ain't blowing too much. It ain't looking like it's gonna be any warmer anytime soon, so we're just gonna try to stay after it. This is a project that I'd like to kind of hurry along and get done, just because I got so many I want to do this winter, and just like any other season or time or whatever, I'm gonna run out of winter if I ain't careful. All right, we got the radiator off, and I was tickled to death because it didn't have a Carter keys in the bottom of studs, but the whole stud screwed out anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and take this radiator back to the shop because I'm afraid something might happen to it just laying over here in the barn. We're gonna try and pull this motor the same way we did that other one. I kind of like the way that worked. But either way, we're gonna try to set this motor in time the same way I set that other one, which hopefully was right, and just get everything disconnected so the motor's ready to pull, because I doubt we'll get that far along this evening. It's already 3 o'clock, so it'll be dark before long. We got her pretty well stripped down. I think we've got everything ready to pull the motor. We'll just have to get us a couple of blocks and put under it, and we'll just use the tractor and pilot forks over here and pull that front end and frame rails off. But anyway, we're gonna pick our tools up. It's getting dark and cold, and we'll catch up with y'all in the shop in a minute. All right, we're back in the shop now. Got the fire stoked back up, getting warmed up a little bit. It was getting cold over there. But the reason I wanted to go ahead, I know I could have timed that motor anytime, but I couldn't stand the curiosity. I just wanted to see if it actually lined up the same way this other one did, and it did. I'd done the exact same thing, and it worked. But the weather the next few days ain't looking too hot. Every night in the 20s and every day in the 30s. That ain't real nice weather for working outside, especially with your hands mechanicking. But I would really like to get that motor over here. And after taking some stuff off that tractor and looking at it and studying on it, I remembered why I'd kind of decided to make it a parts tractor. There's a lot of stuff it's been kind of not done right. A lot of stuff mismatched and so on and so forth. And when I bought that old tractor, it was supposed to have been kind of a recent overhaul deal, and I don't know if that's true or not neither, because when I took that valve cover off, the valve seemed kind of loose, a little sloppy in it, and just some other things I noticed. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead with my plan and bring that motor over here though and stick it on this old tractor and see if we can get it to run. I don't know if I can or not, but we're gonna give her a good old try. But I guess that'll be the end of this one. So I want to thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.